Alright, today we're gonna fix some brake line, the Lego and a Nissan Titan. We have a very rust suspension, and you can see this brake line Lego. So we're gonna show you how to take it out. Alright, this is what you need. First, you gotta get some wire cutters or something strong and just cut the line off. Okay, you don't need it, just cut it. And this is a short line, it comes over here, just cut it. Okay, now we know. Now we're gonna put the socket. Okay, it's a 10mm socket. Alright, and now you lose it. Okay, put the wrench on the socket and you lose it. Okay, do not use a wrench, you're just gonna strip it, and not good. So now we get it out. Okay, you make sure you look at the ends. All right, you can bring both ends to the part store. You bring the pipe that you cut, which is this, the ends, and you can get another line, and even if it's a little bit too long, you can always bend them a little bit. But do not try the wrench, do the socket first. Alright, we got our brake line. So now we're gonna put the brake line on one side first, and go all the way out much as you can. Okay, all the way down, and tighten them up. You don't go crazy with these things, just tighten them up, snug them. And now we're gonna shape it to face this other hole. So use your hand, don't overbend it. You know, you don't want to go crazy. You want to bend it, but you don't want to make it worse than what it was. So now I'm gonna shape it. So now that I make the shape that I want, you know, screw it and tighten them up. And when you bleed it, this you see the rust in these things. It's gonna be a lot of problems with the bleeder. But one thing that I noticed doing these brake lines, a lot of brake lines that we do in this area, in the Ocean Estate, you tighten up the side where the fluid is coming from the pump, and you're gonna lose the side that goes to the wheel. Alright, now I turn them up. Now I'm gonna lose it like maybe 1 or 2 turns. You're gonna go inside the car and you're gonna pump the brake. But first thing, you gotta fill the reservoir. Let's see. Where is the brake fluid? Hi, Chris. Christopher. Okay, now we're gonna put brake fluid. Okay, you're gonna leave this cover out, and you're gonna fill this thing all the way up. Now the truck is still got brakes very low because of the brake line. So now we're gonna pump the brake first with the car not running. And remember, I left the line loose. I don't want to bleed it at the wheel because there's no air at the wheel. It's only air in the new line. So now we're gonna pump the brake only halfway down. Don't go the way to the floor. That's it. You're gonna do like 10 times. Okay. I can feel pressure now. Okay, now we're gonna check. I can hear the air coming out already because I only left it loose. Remember, don't go all the way at the floor. That's not good, because if the master cylinder is old, now it's gonna be junk. Let's see. Let's see if it start leaking. You see, it's already start dripping. So now we're gonna start it up and do it running. Now we're gonna need help from somebody. Now we gotta get Christopher. Okay, now it's running. Chris, hit the brake. Now our buddy Christopher is gonna hit the brake. Hold on. You see, he's already holding it. So now that he's holding the brake, we're gonna tighten up the brake line, because the leak, it was on this line from here to the wheel. It stayed full. It was no air went from here to there. So in reality, we don't have to bleed it from all the way there. We're just gonna bleed this section. If that doesn't work, then you're gonna have to go all the way to the caliper. But that caliper is not gonna come out. So we're gonna do this. I do this all the time. And now we're gonna test it. If we have a good brake pedal, that's where it's gonna stay, because we don't want to get into a deeper problem. Okay, let's test it now. Alright, now we just fill it up. It's full. We gotta put the cover on before we test drive it. Put the brake fluid on the floor, and hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. The cylinders, they're not holding the hood anymore, so I put pliers on. Now I want to stay. No, they not. Okay, now we're gonna drive it. Alright, now we're gonna test drive it. See, he needs an airbag. He only has 141, but this car needs a lot of work. Alright, let's go test it out. Beautiful. Okay, now we go from 20 to 0. Good. Okay, so this is Rhode Island. I don't know what part of United States are you looking at this video, but this is Rhode Island. They not even play cricket in my area. I don't know why they have a park for cricket. Maybe they don't want people in the park. But the brakes are good, so we did good. In this case, we don't have to lose the bleeder at the caliper, and that's a good news. So we only bleed it at the line, at the same line. So I did a lot of this in my area. You know, it's a lot of rust. We are next to the ocean, a lot of salt water, plus we have salt from the plow trucks. They're moving the snow and they put salt in the streets, so all that is a very bad idea for if you're not washing your car after the storm. You're pretty much gonna have to deal with a lot of brake lines, transmission lines, fuel lines. And you know, when I can, I make my brake lines with a copper. Yeah, it's copper, it's not brass. But in this case, it was just a small little line, so we just bought it, and that's it. We put it on. All right, so I don't know if you stayed this long to watch this video, but thank you for watching. Bye bye.